Not now. Wait for the next presenter. You can do it then. Google Maps Gallery. And so, you know, we had, who was it that was talking about the marine, the California Marine Protected? Right. So whoops. Found your shapefiles, downloaded them, and made a map in a couple minutes. And so this is what you could have on Google Maps Gallery within a very short period of time with hardly any effort. And they're all clickable, you know, you have the information, right? So, and you can expose this if it is data you were going to give to the public anyway. If this is going to be, you want this to be public facing, it goes into Google Maps Gallery and now it's discoverable by the public and they will see your data quickly and easily and free to you. So look at Google Maps Gallery. Maybe I should have used your computer. All right, so now what if it's data you don't want to make to the public, right? You're getting all this data, but you want to analyze it, you want to look at it, you want to think about it. Maybe you only want to publish it to your people or, you know, to use it internally. So here's an example of, you know, you can upload to Google Maps Engine, not Maps Gallery. Google Maps Engine is our cloud-based platform that you can upload all types of geospatial data. You can upload geotiffs, you can upload DEMs, you can upload bathymetric data, you can upload vector data. And it all goes up into your account, right? It's under your username and password. You control it, you decide who gets to see it. And then we present it back to you as a map. So we take your data, we process it, we tile it out, we reproject it, you know, we get it into, you know, a common visualization platform, and then we present it back to you as a map. So what does that look like? Here's a pretty simple one. This is just vector data. So we have, this is the economic zones. If you want the world economic zones, there they are. And this would be for like fisheries. So as I zoom in the blue, you know, I can start picking up fisheries. So you can see these are like flounder fisheries. And, you know, we can put in really as much data as you want. You can pick up scallops, sole, crabs, you know, all of that kind of stuff. It's very easy and quick to put in and visualize. So once we put in a layer, this is our default viewer, right? No JavaScript, no coding, no HTML. Click a button, you have this map. If you then want to make a more customized map, a beautiful map, different kind of colors, these are addressable individually as layers through Maps API. So you can say, I'm building this beautiful map, and by the way, I want to go fetch this one layer and bring it in without having to re-describe the layer again. So we make it easier for you either to just use a default interface or make a customized map. So then we also have the ability for you to do something other than just vector. This map is going to have several different layers. So this is Puget Sound, obviously, and I have a layer that's color by depth. I have a layer that's, you know, the bathymetric contours. So you can see the depth contours in there that are labeled. We have, this is just a shaded relief. You know, so if you go into the Google map, you're not going to be able to go down into Puget Sound and look at a shaded relief of the bathymetric terrain. You know, so you just take this data and upload it, and then, you know, you've got a map. And if you don't like seeing it in 2D, we can also pull the same data in 3D. So I just clicked on the View in Google Earth. It fires up Google Earth. And if this was a protected map, it would then ask me to log in. I have this one out to the public just so that I don't have to log in while I'm giving a display. But I'm seeing now exactly that same data set in 3D. But more importantly, if I turn my data off, so this is the Google data. So this is google.com's, and if you look down in the bottom, you'll see an elevation. Right? So I mean, we're actually reading the elevation off. And in Google's map, the elevation goes, you know, the entire distance out through the ocean. But if I turn my data back on, now it's going to be reading my digital elevation model. So if I turn on, the DEM is turned on, and so now it's reading mine, or the ones the data that I just uploaded. So right now it's at 0 because I don't have data out there. I only uploaded the DEM for, you know, the Pacific Northwest, and as I zoom in a little bit more now, I start picking up depths. Also, if I draw a line, you can see this like path that I drew. I can then view the elevation profile, and so this shows me, you know, what is the depth at location. So if I'm planning a route, you know, it's actually reading from Maps Engine in the cloud your digital elevation model that has now been displayed on a 3D viewer, and it's pulling the elevation and showing it back to you. So, these are the kinds of cloud platform things. In addition to what Rebecca Moore was telling us earlier, like these massive processing capabilities, we also have the ability for you to upload your own data and visualize it. Was it Louis, you were talking about all that sea ice, right, looking for seals? You can upload all that imagery to Maps Engine and then use the Earth Engine backend, and you have your algorithm, even though it's not trivial. I mean, you can use the power of those servers once you've uploaded your imagery to go scan for seals, right, and then put a dot on the seal and have somebody verify it in case they, if you want to have humans in the loop too. So,
seal of approval.
what's that?
Seal of approval.
All right, so why does the cloud have us so excited? Everybody gets a grid. We don't care if you upload a couple megs of imagery, a couple terabytes. It's going to take us about an hour to turn it around. I don't know if you remember the Hurricane Sandy maps where we had imagery from NOAA that was up, and the plane landed, and something like 24 hours later we were serving it to 500,000 people in a day. That's because once you upload it, we'll either spin up one server, 10 server, or 1,000 servers, depending upon how much data you upload, and then the map is ready. So